Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Can you introduce yourselves from left to right and tell me a bit about who you are and what your role was in the film As It Is? And where did the title come from?
Well, Marcus can answer that one, but
Yeah.
I'm Harry Fisher. I'm a cinematographer or a freelance filmmaker from the Shropshire area, and I shoot commercials, events, and delving into a little bit more narrative filmmaking recently. As It Is was one of my first forays back into the narrative filmmaking world. Me and Marcus have worked on some more commercial shoots together. We just came together because Marcus had an idea and he trusted my ability as a filmmaker from the technical side to like bring that vision to life.
And Harry did like that amazingly, I think. To touch upon the name As It Is, which is a bit of a tongue twister, I know. It's basically, without going too heavy, is men's mental health is a very sad state of affairs. It has been for years. A lot of men go through a lot of bad situations. Suicide is very high and very prevalent in men. And As It is just kind of saying that it's just something that happens. A lot of men inherently don't deal with their feelings and emotions and communicate properly enough, and this was also kind of going back to me. Over the last 2-3 years I've been on a bit of a journey myself, maybe accepting certain things about myself, and inevitably boxing saved my life in some sort of a way or another. I started boxing at a very young age, and it's kind of been my inevitably my crutch throughout my life, really. On my bad days, when things aren't going well, the gym is always like, and boxing communities are always somewhere that I've gone to deal with my inherent issues, problems, emotions, etc. So yeah.
I hear there's a sponsor for this film. Can you tell me a little bit about what sponsorship looks like?
Yeah, hello, my name is Elliot Rogers. I'm the sponsor, I guess a supportive role on this film. I think of everybody, I'm the person that has maybe seen this go from a feeling in Marcus's body from experience that he has had to a creative idea in his head, into making the film, and then also into putting the whole event together today. I remember, I was just saying this to you earlier, but I remember the day that you were kind of sat in a coffee shop arduously trying to like get the script out for this idea that you'd had for a really long time, and it's honestly just very inspiring and motivating to see something that is so personal to you based on your life experience that is obviously like very emotionally rooted to become this thing that obviously people have enjoyed today, but you're also using it to like help and support other people who might be going through a similar thing.
Yeah, I guess I've always tried to put negative situations into positive ones. Myself over the years have dealt with lots of issues, but at the same time I don't want to make it personally about me, because I've also worked in the boxing world for about 10 years, from white collar to bigger events, to Aaron, who's in the film, Sam as well. I'm just going to give a bit of a shout out to Sam Raps. She can't be here today sadly, but probably one of the most inspiring female people in the sporting realm that I literally can imagine. Like as a female, she is so inspirationally for me. Long story short, me and Sam, who plays the hand rapper in the films, me and her originally met about 10 years ago on a white collar show where she was rapping her hands for boxers for free, and now she is predominantly the highest, biggest person in her realm. She's been flown out to Dubai, all around Saudi, working for the WBC. She's worked with Canelo. She's worked with some of the biggest boxing stars in the world, rapping hands. And a big thing for me was when both me and her came up, I was photographing shows for free, she was rapping hands. And to be able to go from that to then make a comfortable living out of what we inevitably do is not only is it, I'm proud of that myself, I'm so proud of her for how far she's come, especially in a a male-dominated sport, and she's literally being flown all across the world, killing it. She's literally such an inspiration, including Aaron as well. Everyone in this film, we all have very similar stories. We all have met somewhere along the line, and including you, we've all met through these communities of boxing, putting ourselves into spaces where sometimes we're not even being paid, we're just going because we love this sport. And a lot of us, time and time again, if we're not doing it because we love it, we're doing it as a bit of a crutch. It's either saved us, helped us, and this film is just another one of those stories. There's so many people in the boxing world that have overcome PTSD, abusive relationships, drug addiction, alcoholism. There's so many stories of absolutely inspiring individuals who now sit at the top, and it encourages me, encourages everyone around, and I guess I am proud of it. I would never have said that before, but this is like the first thing I've put together that I am very proud of. So I'm working with the best. I'm working with the best. So very happy.
I mean, I think when you watch films, you don't necessarily realise as a watcher how much work goes into making that film and how long it takes. And editing in itself, is just, it always takes longer than you think it's going to take. And how did it feel to actually sit down and watch your film with a group of people knowing it's done, it's out?
Yeah, it's great. It's hard to process it right now, I guess, because all three of us, it's just 18 months in the making. We were a few months ago, me and Harry were in a snowstorm in his house, and literally the house we were editing. It's both me and Harry jumping in and out of commercial work, and it was very hard for us to even come together to edit. And
one day we had planned to finish off the edit.
There was a snowstorm. Yeah, cut out the whole house. So
no film was edited for a good day, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I think me and Harry probably spent I got to give Harry all the editing dues on this, because I think it was probably about 40 hours, 50, 60, 70, 80 hours of work.
Going back to what you said about the amount of work gone into just maybe a 5-6 minute film, you don't always see the behind the scenes. You don't understand it is a lot behind it. The actual shoot itself is the shortest part of the production process from my experience anyway. It's the editing, it's the pre-production, the months of planning and prep work it's involved with the final sort of shooting day.
And watching the film today, do you still pick up on things and think, oh, I've changed that now?
Oh, absolutely.
There's that little bit that I wish I did it this way, or...
That's a great question. I think that always, as a filmmaker, as a creative, I'm very much a perfectionist. Everything I strive to do is as perfect as I can get it in my mind. So there's always going to be things that you watch back.
And that was exactly the main reason why I wanted Harry to work on this as well, because I know Harry's a perfectionist, and I was I didn't want anyone else to shoot this film. And honestly, when you visualize something in your head, I don't know if it's known, but I've got ADHD. I'm on the spectrum. I have ideas all the time, and sometimes I speak to people, I speak to clients, and people think I'm literally mad. And literally, to have an idea in your head, to then put it onto a storyboard, to then actually have a final product, is literally how I saw this film in my head, is how Harry put this together. So that is very hard to find as well, because most people you'll work with, they wouldn't ever have the final product as it would be in my head, but Harry literally did that, so I can't not give him his praise, because everything that this film become is because of him. So thank you, mate.
Thank you for saying that. I wouldn't. What are you
guys hoping to achieve with this film?
I just want to. I don't want to try and make it too much about the mental health side of things. It was something that we've wanted to do. I do think it is a very striving, important point of it, especially in the times we're living in now. It's been very hard putting this together. It's definitely been very difficult, but just more awareness, and inevitably, Harry's working on another film at the moment. I will go back to working, saving my pennies, and then in 12 months maybe think about making a feature, even if it's more of an adaptation of this. I have thought of the idea already. I've had a lot of people in the boxing world already reach out to me and said they would love to be in a film like this. And the thing, as I said before, there's a lot of people with very individual stories, and I could really actually see this happening again, but maybe with 20, 30 characters. But obviously films cost money, investment, time. It's a very long process. So we will go back to work for 12 months, and then maybe 15 months from now, a load of us will sit down and figure out something in the future. But who knows? Who knows? Yeah.
And then a question to the sponsor. What is it about this film that made you want to sponsor it? Where did that come from?
I think it's been this has been like my first involvement with any kind of like feature production like this. So it's been just very interesting for me to like see how it works, how a film goes from literally an idea, a creative idea in someone's head, to being a real thing. Both Marcus and Harry, like from the area that we're from, stand out to me as two individuals that are really able to make some shit happen in terms of taking an idea and making it like a real thing. And the kind of underpinning message that Marcus is trying to communicate from this to do with men's mental health in general, I think is an important thing to talk about, but it's nice to have it spoken about kind of indirectly in a kind of creative format, rather than just somebody on a screen talking about how hard men have got it, because that gets pretty tiresome. So and also I'm very interested to just see, like we said, Harry's got a film coming up. Obviously, Marcus has just kind of completed this one. And from my point of view, it's just very interesting to see sort of where this collectively expands to over time, because they obviously have a message that they're trying to communicate with people.
I think as well, because of the circles that I've worked around and the communities that have all come together through like-minded passion, I would just, even through this video, I'd love to like reach out to other people. If anyone wants to get involved, people have creative ideas. Like we're so much more than just filmmakers. Like, to bring this together is literally, we've been playing 20 different roles, 20 different jobs. I literally, during this film, I was struggling. I was going through all sorts of shit. I was working 3-4 jobs at the time just to manage this. I don't want people watching this and thinking that it's like it was just made off like nothing. I literally grinded my ass off doing so many different jobs to make this happen, and it's because inevitably I care about it, and a lot of it is my story. But as I said, there's so many people in the boxing world with so many similar stories, and to anyone going through that sort of shit, just know it's fucking tough right now, but keep going, and things do get better, but you're gonna have to fucking work your ass off. Yeah.
There's always going to be a million and one reasons not to do a thing, but doesn't mean we shouldn't do it.
Yeah.
You've got to make time for it if you really want that. Before you go into the next question, where did the name come from for As It Is? Because I don't think we answered that.
Yes.
I want to know personally.
I hope it doesn't come across like too brutal, but I just think that male suicide is like, it's just something that just happens. And I mean, I've personally lost friends through male suicide, and it is just something that happens, and it's just part of like life, and no one's talking about it. I mean, statistically, male suicide is one of the biggest like causes of death today, and it's just, there's so many things that we're not talking about. We're not talking about the negativity of social media. We're not talking about the negativity of a lot of things that are affecting people on a daily basis. And I think there needs to be more open conversations about things that people don't particularly want to talk about. But I don't know, I think cut out the bullshit and have the real conversations. I know they're difficult and I know they're tough, but that's what makes real change and real things happen.
It's maybe this is too personal of a note, but when Marcus and I first met a few years ago, I think we were both in a place of not great mental health.
Yeah, not at all.
And it's been very interesting to see how the process of making this film has improved everybody's mental health. Like literally just the act of doing a creative thing and kind of externalizing it in itself is a very positive, good thing.
Yeah,
and I think
100%.
when people just see that and they see you talk about it, that in itself is an inspiring thing to
I
people.
really do hope that inspires someone, because 2 years ago, I was like pretty much sleeping on floors in my office, and I wasn't going for the best situation. I won't go into detail about certain things, but if I can pull myself out of a hole and do something that also doesn't just benefit me but help a whole community of people, I don't do that to sound self-righteous. I just do it because I just really want to show that there's like people going through awful situations and they still turn in negative situations into positive, and I think that's the main sort of thing that I want to put across, really.
I think this film is a prime example of turning a negative into a positive.
Yeah.
So I want to wish you big congratulations, guys, on getting this film out there.
Thank
I think
you.
it was brilliant. And well done for all your hard work without sounding patronising.
Yeah, no, it's okay, no, thank you.
Well done.
No, thank you.
No, absolutely. Thank you so much.
But just one final question then, how do we reach you? What are your socials?
Good shout.
Go ahead.
I'm Harry Fisher Films, at Harry Fisher Films.
So I go by just Marcus Hart, but I also have a company with my colleague called Tom, called Eyesight Media. We do a lot of work for all sorts of companies, and thankfully not only do we employ a lot of creatives, but we work with a lot of good companies that are enriching a lot of businesses and people through good creative outcomes. And Elliot.
Make it easier for people.
I run a space in the Shropshire Hills called Lunar Lakes, a nature reserve where we just help people get in touch with nature for the benefit of their mental health.
He does far more than that, but he is also his work is changing people's lives. So please get in contact with all three of us if you are interested in anything, really, even if you want to chat. So,
Thank you very much.
yeah, thank you.
Thank you.